Oh, are we on the air?
Hey gang, it's Bryan from FXBilliards. I am going to break and run a little bit of 8-ball for you guys. Talk my way through the rack so maybe I can help you with some of your 8-ball patterns. Okay, we made 2 low balls on the break, which is going to make our run out a little bit easier. Right now I'm going to play the 2-ball, but I'm coming off the rail first because I need to come up in this direction. We are pretty much out here. We're only working with 5 balls, so I'm probably going to run them both for you. But I want to come off the rail first so that I can get up here and start to work on this 1, 7, 3, and 6. So instead of shooting this straight in, I will play it right off the rail about there. A little bit of right English to help me out. So we get a nice angle on that 1 ball. So I'm going to play the 1 in that side. I'm going to play the 3 in this corner. Draw it back to get on the 6. The 7 will be my key ball on the 8. So our run out will look like this. For those of you who want to know where the reroll is, I am playing with a Predator Sport 2 today. The Sport 2 has a 314 3rd generation shaft. So here I'm thinking about where do I want to make the 8. I would like to make the 8 there so I can come off the 7 and get on the 8. But it also means getting on the 7. So I can follow it and get on the 7 on this side, or I can draw it and get on the 7 on this side. And as much as you guys like to see me shoot draw shots, the follow shot is a much more intelligent option here. So I'm going to follow it just a little bit. Perfect shot, perfect on the 7. And we're just going to tap the 7 in and we'll automatically be on the 8. So we're not straight in on the 8, but we're going to make that shot all day and night. So let's run the high balls now. We'll just spot that, look at the table all over again. We'll pretend we were playing a match and the high balls ran out and then they missed the 8, and now it's our turn. So looking at this layout, I want to get on the 12 because I don't like it's where it is relative to the 8 ball. It kind of blocks the 8 ball in that pocket. It does make a good key ball shot, so I might leave it in play, but I think that the smartest route right now would be to deal with these 2, which I'm going to do. Now I'm deciding whether or not I want to do it after the 12 or before the 12. So I'm going to actually play the 12 in this corner to start working on these guys. So I'm just going to shoot a little follow shot here off the rail to get on the 12. And we got a really bad angle, I can tell from here. We did not get as straight in as we could, but we're not going to have any problem getting on that 14 and drawing back for the 13. I'm actually going to put a little left English on this to get us a little bit better angle on the 14. So we're going to draw back off the 14, just a short draw to get on the 13. If you're wondering which is going to be my key ball, I can get on the 8 from anywhere down here. So knowing that, I'm not thinking about any particular key ball. Once I get down to that 13, I'll see a pattern down here, and that's what we'll work on. But right now, a little bit of low left. And we got a nice angle on the 13 to come off of these 2 rails and head down here near the middle of the table which will give us an option. So I'm not getting on any specific ball, but I'll be moving in the direction of the 15, so that's probably going to be my next shot. So from here, before actually shooting this shot, my pattern looks like 13, 15, 10, 11, 8. But it'll all depend on how we leave ourselves after this shot. Great thing about 8-ball is we can call an audible. We can end up in a bad position or have a pattern that looks better later on and go to that. But again, right now I'm shooting 13, 15, 10, 11, 8. Slight stun shot on this 15 to put us on the 10. Slight follow on the 10 will put us on the 11. And like I said earlier, I could get on the 8 from just about anywhere. So I am going to follow it a little bit, but it goes a little close to the 8. So I'm going to have a cut shot, but I don't care. We're going to be okay. The other thing I could do is shoot a draw and come this way to play the 8 there. So let's see where our draw shot is going to take us. It's going to come close to this pocket, so I'm just going to not do too much and just shoot a follow shot, cut the 8-ball in the corner, left hand on the right hand side. So we're going to play the 8 there. And with a little bit of body language, we make the 8 in the corner. Oh, we almost scratched in that side pocket, but we did not. So we made a ball on the break. I don't play ghost ball when I'm shooting these videos because there's just so many options in an 8-ball rack. So I'm going to run off these low balls for you real quick. I'm going to nudge that 4 off the rail after making the 2. I will have a shot on the 6, and then I'll probably play the 4. So I'm probably going 2, 4, 6 right now, with the knowledge that I'm going to have to get on that 5. The 7 ball is probably going to be my key ball for the 8 ball, but with a rack like this, things could very easily change. So right now we're going 2, 6, 4 with our pattern. So now I'm deciding whether or not I want to play the 4 before the 6. And the 4 doesn't give me any advantage to play right now. The 3 ball can only be made from certain areas of the table, but we are going to play the 6, and we'll have a nice angle that might get us on the 5. So right now, and when I say the angle to get us on the 5, I'm talking about after playing the 4. So let's kick this out, see if we're on the 3 or on the 4, which one makes the most sense after this shot. So if I could see the 3 from here, I would probably take it now. But we are going to be jacked up, but yet we're going to play the 4. Most likely come off the rail and go 5-3. So right now we're probably looking 4-5-3, but we're shooting over this ball, so we don't have a lot of cue ball control. We're going to sit on the table. I do have a foot on the floor for the shot police out there that like to hit me in the comments and complain about everything. We did not get the angle we wanted on the 5, but we are in pretty good shape. Now I know it looks like I can get on that 5 and the off of the 3 very easily, but it is not as easy a shot as it looks. I like to let my stroke out, and if I just babied that in, cue ball would probably come a little straight to this 5 ball. So I'm going to look at this pattern and find a couple other options. So right now, I think I'm going to go 1 to the 7, because I've got to clean up that end of the table, and the way the 7 would be a nice key ball shot. I think what I want to do is come off the 3 to get on the 1 and then go 1, 4, 7 like that. If I end up on the 5, that would be wonderful, but didn't think so. So I'm just playing the 1 to pass the 14 so I can get on the 7. I'll play the 7 in the side or in this corner depending on which angle gets me on that 5. A little bit of high left here, just a tiny bit. We're going way down table. That's a good shot. So this is actually a perfect shot. We're on the 7 there. We're going to get a natural position on that 5 ball. The 5 is going to put us on the 8. We're going to stun this. We'll have a longer shot on the 8, but that's okay. And we'll play the 8 in the corner. I'm just going to roll this down. And we are out. Let's spot the 8, shoot off the rest of the rack. Now, one of the problems with doing this, where we continue to rack, is when I played the 8 ball, I wasn't considering position on anything else. I just shot it to make it. So I'm not going to take ball in hand because there's too many balls on the table. We're going to run out anyway. I'm just going to play the 9. That'll put me on the 12. I don't like this 11 where it is, so as soon as I can, I'm probably going to play that. But right now I'm going 9, 12, 15. I'm deciding whether or not I want to shoot the 13 now. I'd rather shoot it in this direction and then play the 11 that way. So I'm going to just leave it alone for now. Stun this right where it is. And let that 15 get us on those 2 balls. This shot is almost straight in, but I'm going to come off this rail. Try to get position on the 11. The 13 is going to be my insurance shot if I don't get over quite enough. So it looks like we're on the 11. We could squeeze that 11 in the side pocket, I think, but we're not going to do that. I'm just going to run it down with a follow shot. I want to get on the 14. If I don't get on the 14, once again, the 13 is my insurance shot. But because the 13 is such a good key ball shot for the 8, I'd rather get on the 14. So I'm going to shoot a follow shot to go down table. Sorry, I stepped on the tripod. So we got a really tough angle. We're at the 50-yard line on this 14. So I'm going to look at the 13. And we could shoot a nice, sweet draw shot and get almost straight on this 14. So that's what I'm going to do because it'll be pretty. So we got a nice angle to come over here for the 8 ball. And we are out. I'd rather not be on the rail, but I think we can make this shot. So there we go.